What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rich Nice back once again. So today we're back in the shop trying to make more horsepower out of the Hellcat. I think this is part number 6 or something like that. In the last video you saw that we did the dual fuel pumps. They're 525 liters per hour is how much they put out, and they're rated all the way up to anywhere from 1,000 to 1,300 horsepower depending on if you're using pump gas or E85. So we're going to add some added protection to our system, our fuel system, by using this Fore 88mm fuel filter, and this just plugs right in line here and here, and then you use the 2 self-tapping screws to mount it to your car underneath. The instructions, it didn't come with any instructions first, so I had to reach out to high horsepower and have them send me this. So this is what the instruction says. It says remove the access panel on the passenger side underneath the vehicle right in front of the fuel tank. Disconnect the fitting under the panel from the factory fuel line. Install the proper fitting filler between the lines. So basically we're going to unplug one line, plug this in, and then plug the other end into the other side of the line, and that's it. So it should be really simple, fingers crossed. And then they sent me some pictures of kind of what it looks like. So what I'll do is I'll put these also in the video, just so if you need to freeze everything, you're able to freeze it, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Then we're going to crawl underneath, remove the access panel. But before that, I need to get the car up on jacks and jack stands. That way we're underneath and we don't get crushed. So go ahead and watch this intro and we'll be back.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
This is what the cover looks like. It's just a plastic piece held on by some 10mm bolts over there. I've already taken this one on the passenger side off. This is the piece that we're looking for, just right here. So basically we'll disconnect this, put the fuel filter in line with this, and it should be good to go. So let me get y'all resituated and we'll be back. Just remove this red safety tab. Make sure you're wearing eye protection in case some fuel decides it wants to leak out. Just like that, a little safety tab comes out. And don't lose it. And then there should be a button or another safety clip right there that we'll have to remove. So, my screwdriver again. All right, YouTube, you're going to lose a little bit of fuel, so it's best to have your little catch can underneath. But as you can see, we got it loose. So the other one is just plug and play. So get my gloves on. We'll take our new fuel filter. And it'll go in just like this. And then this piece right here will go up on top like this. YouTube, this is what it's supposed to look like once you get it in. Flip you guys around. Oh. Alright, so that's what it's supposed to look like once you get it in. You got your safety clip on, you got your red safety clip here, right there, and then you got your white safety clip on that side. And basically you'll drill it in right here with the two self-tapping screws, and then you'll put your plate back on. Just don't forget to put it back inside of this rubber grommet, this metal piece right here, and that should be it. I think it's a done deal. So I will go ahead and put these self-tapping screws in, and then we'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like with the cover on and everything else. Out of sight, out of mind. We got our screws in. It's mounted. It's not going anywhere. They're not sticking all the way through the floorboard inside, so I think we're good to go here. We double checked all our connections, make sure all our locks are on, along with this little silver lock right here, a little silver lock right there. Make sure that's on. And it's basically the same type of lock that you would find on the old school window cranks. Looks like almost like a little horseshoe, but it's bent out at the end. So just make sure that's on and it's locked in place. Make sure you put your rubber back, your line back in your rubber piece right here. Put the cover back on and we're good to go. All right, YouTube, we got our cover back on, got our bolts back in. As you can see, our fuel filter is right there. Right here on the side of that. So we may end up having to trim this right here, but I think I might just leave it. That way it gives it some added protection and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's it. Just like that, it's a wrap. So we'll get the car down off of the ramps and everything else, and clean up our mess and go from there. All right, fam, we got the project done. It's back on the ground. Everything's looking good. Everything is plug and play. You pull one piece out, stick that piece back in, plug the other piece back in, and then drill a couple of holes for the fuel filter itself. Again, it should only take you about 30 minutes. It took me about 45 because I was filming. So the next thing with this thing is to take it back to Abel. Let him retune it with the dual 525 fuel pumps, the heat exchanger, and now we pent the crank. So if you haven't seen those videos, I'll link a playlist at the end and it'll show you how to do all those things. So this thing is ready to go. We should be making close to 1,000 horsepower with it, which was the goal. Thank you for sticking out. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hit the bell, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Until we see you next time, peace.